Welcome back, Wolfpack Brawlers here, and we have more Fan Fridays, this time with Kiki-Kun, and I'm only wondering how we follow up like the Mono Rodent, because that was pretty cool and pretty hype, but I feel like having Pachirisu, you know, the world champion hero that we all strive to be, and Masquerain opening on the same team, there can only be some cool shenanigans here. So Masquerain with the Intimidate, actually going to be very solid in double battles. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I wanted to see physical Pokemon open up against the Masquerain, because that could work out pretty well with setting up a Quiver Dance. You're gaining special defense. That Lapras just used Night Days, so it's not a Lapras, and that's kind of what we're dealing with right now. So Pachirisu going to not take too much damage, going to avoid the attack, and also get a Nuzzle off onto the Zoroark. That's going to slow Zoroark down. I wonder if it broke a sash or if Lilligant's the one with the sash. Don't know, but Zoroark's illusion is going to wear off, and Pachirisu has leftovers. I honestly feel that Citrus Berry on Pachirisu is the better option, just because you're not going to be on the turn for 4 turns, or field for 4 turns, most likely, but we're just going to see. So that's Quiver Dance on the Lilligant, just trying to gain up, and this is where things get interesting, because now we're in a Quiver Dance war. Lilligant's going to be gaining attack, special attack, special defense, and speed, and Masquerain's gaining special attack, special defense, and speed. And then we have the Follow Me, so Zoroark is going to Flamethrower onto Pachirisu. I honestly feel like Pachirisu could maybe try to like nuzzle the Lilligant, and then Masquerain could have tanked up the Flamethrower. Wouldn't have been too hard of a hit, I feel, just because of the way that it's set up. And then that's going to be Sleep Powder finally landing onto the Pachirisu. So Quiver Dance is going to work once again, get the outspeed in Masquerain's favor. I feel Zoroark really wouldn't have too much damage even with a Flamethrower. So we're going to see how this one plays out. Pachirisu is fast asleep, and now we get to see what the Lilligant, actually Lilligant got the Sleep Powder, and Zoroark is going to be paralyzed. So Pachirisu, while asleep, still able to just kind of be there and soaking up hits, but Masquerain's already at +2. So it can go, it has double special attack, double speed, getting some really good moves in right now, and it's going to go for the Baton Pass. That's going to be into Gardevoir. Things are about to get interesting with Gardevoir, because Gardevoir might trace the like illusion ability, or that would be weird, but it does get the own tempo. Maybe it's an untraceable one, so it automatically gets own tempo. Don't know what own tempo is going to do here, but Zoroark is going to get off the nasty plot. I just feel Gardevoir is too strong right now. That Hyper Voice with Pixelate, with Stab, with the Mega Evolution high base special attack, double speed, double special attack. That's a mouthful, because that Gardevoir is packing some serious damage. That Hyper Voice is going to destroy Zoroark, and Lilligant doesn't have the Focus Sash, so it does go down as well. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was expecting. Just insane amounts of damage right there. And that's going to be Flygon not landing the Fire Punch or anything, because everything else is dead. And then Lopunny comes out against with the Lapras, and now we kind of see, you know, Gardevoir might just have to worry about the Fake Out and then go for the Hyper Voice for super shenanigans. Flygon's going to use Protect. Gardevoir is actually going to Draining Kiss. So it looks like just wanted to get some direct damage onto Lapras, and that looks pretty solid right there. Lapras is going to use Dive, though. What if Lapras is using Dive, so like Lopunny just goes Mega Evolves into like a Teeter Dance, and then because Gardevoir traced the own tempo, it doesn't get confused? That would be one of the craziest things. So Lopunny Mega Evolves, and Gardevoir is going to Protect on this turn. So we're going to see what Flygon can do to the Lopunny. It's going to get the Dragon Rush in, so maybe it's Scarf to get that outspeed. Wait, no, it used Fire Punch, so it can't be Scarfed. I don't know, that's something right there. And then, oh wait, Mega Evolve this turn, so it still only had the 80 base speed. Ice Punch onto Flygon, though. It's going to be the one-shot. I don't think Gardevoir really has to worry. It's going to protect the dive right here. And then it's going to Hyper Voice one-shot everything. Masquerain, it's there for moral support and the Intimidate. So Intimidate's going to lower Lopunny's attack. See, that's what I mean. Like, the Intimidate Quiver Dance combo seems like there's a lot of really good potential there. Also, I do like the idea of Follow Me. We've been seeing it a lot. Ever since, like, Saging Park made it huge, we see it on Togetic. We see it on almost any Follow Me Pokemon that wants to be tanky. And because of that, we get a lot of really good setup. And that's going to be game right there. So, Hyper Voice. Lopunny doesn't stand a chance. Too much super effective boosted. Absolutely insane damage. And then Masquerain was just like, hey, I'm here for support. So, also, there was another battle submitted. So, we're going to check out that one as well. I'm trying to get better at like doing the codes live. Alright, so let's get into the next battle. Same team setup, different opponents though. So we're going to see how this ends up working out. I do like the idea behind the way that this Pachyrisu's running. I love Follow Me being very well explored in the last couple weeks through Fan Fridays, and it's always been around. That whenever you want to set up, throw a Follow Me Pokemon next to it, and it does have a very high chance of working out. So that's going to be the Intimidate coming through, not really benefiting too much against the Chandelure, and Ludicolo is going to have Fake Out damage, but that doesn't really matter. So Ludicolo going to get the Fake Out onto Pachirisu, that way can't do anything. Chandelure's Fire Blast going to be protected by Masquerain, and Pachirisu flinches, but the Leftovers going to heal Pachirisu back up to full. So the Intimidate with the Fake Out, that's not crazy. So, oh, Pachirisu is going to avoid the Fire Blast, it looks like, and get the Swagger onto Ludicolo. Not sure how to feel about that, because that's a known tempo Ludicolo, but it's going to have special attack, so that turn was a bit wasted, but kind of not really, because Masquerain survives the Ice Beam. Weird turn overall. Maybe going for the Swagger onto Chandelure might have meant something. I don't know, but we do start getting our setup going, and that's already going to be one. Pachirisu going for the Follow Me now. And here's where I feel that things are weird, because with the way that that Fake Out did damage, even after the Intimidate, I feel like this is directly Sejun Park's Pachirisu, like its bold nature with full defensive investment, because it took a lot of damage from that Fire Blast, and it took a substantial amount from the Night Days. I feel that this Pachirisu needs a Citrus Berry and needs special defense investment, mostly because with special defense investment, you might have been able to survive both of those moves, and because of Intimidate, you don't have to be full bold. So that might be something to consider, but either way, Masquerain, it's getting it set up. It already got +2 on the Quiver Dance, it goes into the Baton Pass, and then Flygon is on the field doing its thing, and that's going to be Gardevoir coming into the battle. So Gardevoir has Trace, going to get the Flash Fire. Flash Fire is going to absorb the Fire Blast. Oh, that's insane right there. What? Wait. So yeah, Masquerain, Fire Blast was headed for it, Baton Pass, and Gardevoir soaked up the Flash Fire. Neat. So that's going to be Ice Beam on Flygon. Flygon definitely not going to survive that hit. And right now we're in a 2v4 situation from all the setup. Now we have to see if the setup pays off, because Gardevoir, it's at double its special attack. Chandelure is still going to take a lot of damage from that hit. And there's a lot of craziness going on. So Masquerain with the Intimidate once again. Not really meaning too much. But yeah, if you like switch around with the Masquerain and you go for the setup and stuff, Pachirisu doesn't need to be full defensive. So that's going to be Mega Gardevoir. We have Pixelate. We have Hyper Voice. We have way too much damage on the field right now. So Hyper Voice, that's definitely going to finish off Ludicolo. And Chandelure is going to barely survive it. So in the red, very low hit points. Masquerain is going to eat a Fire Blast, it looks like. Is that heading for Masquerain? Yes, and Masquerain does go down. So it is a 1v3, but I'm not worried about Gardevoir at all. It has double its speed. It's going to outspeed anything. And the opponent has Tyranitar. So that means Gardevoir is going to finish off the Chandelure. Looks like Chandelure's like Scarfed or something. Just getting a huge hit in. Actually, no, if it was Scarfed, it might have gotten the outspeeds on... Wait, was it outspeeding the entire time? Did it outspeed Masquerain? So I wasn't paying attention. It was either... It seemed like a choice. So Tyranitar, even with the special defense boost in the sand, of course it's going down to that pixelated Hyper Voice. And now the opponent only has one Pokemon left, and that is going to be Mega Salamence. Well, that's not going to work out too well. Intimidate does nothing. Salamence going to Mega Evolve, get its Salamence going. We already know Gardevoir is just going to one-shot it with a Hyper Voice or anything like that. So Salamence is going to buy time this turn and go for a Protect. Just, I don't understand it. Like, it kind of makes it easier to KO because of Sandstorm, but both Pokemon taking Sandstorm, even protecting with the speed, it's not going to have enough speed to outspeed a +2 Gardevoir no matter what. So now we're just going to see Gardevoir with the Draining Kiss. Oh, the disrespect. Going to make out with the Salamence to end the battle instead of just ending it with the Hyper Voice. Actually, that just kind of shows what kind of person Gardevoir is. Instead of yelling at the Salamence to teach it a lesson, it would rather just drain the life from it with a kiss. Interesting stuff to think about. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. More Fan Fridays coming up in a bit. I do like the strategy. Good follow-up for the Diggersby, though, and the Mono Rodent team.